Hey everyone! I am so excited to talk to you guys today. We are all going to talk about goal setting, and we've already talked about figuring out what your SMART goals are. And today I really want to talk about your internal and external goals. And an internal goal is really focusing on things that fulfill you, that drive that creativity, that feed your soul, and looking at the destination that you want to get at this year, but then really focusing on the journey. What are those things that you want to experience? Do you want to be outside more? Do you want to meet more people? How do you want to increase your business? Your internal goals are really focusing on those core values and implementing those into your everyday life, because as an entrepreneur, we are who we are, and we need to be that person as a business owner and as our own person. And sometimes as a business owner, that line can get a little gray and a little thin of who am I. And so when you focus on your internal goals, it's really bringing out your authentic self and focusing on why you do what you do and how to be a better person in your life. And one way that I love to focus on my internal goals is to create a vision board. I have created a vision board for the past probably 15 years. And every January I do it. I started doing it with my daughter as well, but really focusing on where do you want this year to go? Whether it's being financial savvy and how do you do that? We can all sit there and say we want to make $1 million, but how does that journey want to get us there? So we can talk about budgeting each month. We could talk about, okay, I'm going to save $500 each month. I'm going to join a yoga class. I'm going to do 6 networking events a month, whatever that may be, to help you reach that destination. Vision boards are great because it's something that, and it doesn't have to be big. It can be, it could be a poster board size. It could be, I have a square piece of paper, and I break it out into business, personal, family, financial, and fun. And that is kind of how I do my vision boards. And I love looking back at them over the past 15 years and saying, wow, look how far I've come. When I was, 15 years ago, I was in corporate America and I wanted to be able to do this, and I was able to do that. And now each year that we've had the business, I've grown each year personally and on the business side. So once you focus on those internal goals and you figure out what those core values are, it really allows you to accelerate in your life and bring in those different areas. You are really wanting to build your business. You can't build your business until you build yourself. And so that is what those internal goals are all about, is really focusing on what fulfills you. Make sure you're doing something that that feeds your soul. At the end of the day, you need to be happy, and why are you doing that? And focus on those things. Then there's external goals, and external goals are what I like to think of as more of pleasing others. Like, I want to make 6 figures. I want to buy a BMW. I want to buy this. Why? Why do you have external goals? Why is that important? External goals are more about, in my opinion, what others think of you, how you want others to perceive your success. And they can be a little bit, they could steer away from your core values, I think. So it's important to say, okay, we want to make $100,000 this year. Okay, great. How are we going to do that? How do we take the steps? Okay, we want to make $6 million. Great. Why do we want to make $6 million? What are we going to do with it? How are we going to get to that step? So your external goals, and I think that this is something, especially as entrepreneurs, it's how you view success. And external goals are good to a point because it helps you, again, I think in the long run, it will help you figure out, okay, why is this important? Why would I think that? Because if I don't make 6 figures a year, I'm not successful. Or if I don't drive a Beamer or a Land Rover or whatever it may be, I'm not successful. So that helps you figure out if you drive this type of a car, or you have this type of a house, or you make this type of a money, then that to you means success. So that is an underlining way of figuring out what are those core values for you. And so just when you're looking at whether you write them down, you do video blogs, you create a vision board, it's something that you need to see every day that you can look at and you can see your progress. And we're going to talk this month a lot about, getting clear on those goals and also being able to adjust them. I was looking at my vision board from last year, and I had a lot of really good goals on there, and I achieved a lot of them. And the ones that I didn't reach 100%, I had to look and I had to have a little bit of self-reflection and figure out why. Why didn't I reach those goals? How can I adjust them? Just because I didn't reach that goal does not mean I failed, but it means that we need to adjust it. Maybe I need to tweak this, or I need to add this, or the timing wasn't right. So you can bring those goals, you can follow them over to the new year and adjust them. So we're also going to talk this month about adjusting your goals and making sure they're attainable, because that is important. If you put that six figures on there, I'm going to make this much money, but you don't have the why, the how in there, it's not going to happen. And then at the end of the year, you're going to feel like, wow, I didn't meet that goal. I didn't achieve it. So take some time. I know it's January and everyone's so excited. Let's write our goals down. What's our New Year's resolutions? And then by March, we all go back to our old habits. Good, bad, right, wrong. That's sometimes just how it is. So what I recommend doing is taking a little bit of time just for you, figuring out what are those 5 areas in your life, business, personal, fun, financial, and maybe it's freedom or lifestyle, health, whatever those categories are. And then I would just focus on what are those 5 categories that you really want to make those goals for 2018. And I love vision boards. I think they're a great way to really figure out those internal goals and visually be able to see, okay, I want to travel. I want to go to New York. I want to go to the social media conference. I want to do this, whatever it may be. But then I see that. So you're going to have those bad days and, oh my gosh, I don't want to make another sales call, or I don't want to go to a networking event. And you see that and you see where you want to be. And again, it's about the journey of getting there. And you're going to say, that's why I'm doing this. That is why I am going to do this networking event, make this phone call, teach this class, make these products, whatever it may be, because that's a part of your journey to get to your destination. I hope that makes sense. We're here if you have any questions. We love to sit down and figure out how to help you reach those goals, and we have a lot of fun tools that are going to be rolling out this month that are going to help you get there. So please let us know if you have any questions, and we will look forward to hearing from you with some of your goals soon.